Hello and good evening. Welcome one and all to our launch party here on oNiD Racing. Good evening. It's now it's now white and yellow. I'm not colourblind. It's absolutely fine. Instead of the purple. And welcome to the rebrand. Welcoming for the first time in a very, very long while, both Twitch and YouTube viewers. It's a pleasure to have you. We're hopefully going to be keeping doing that for the foreseeable future if all goes well tonight, but judging by the stream analytics, it is going well, which is fine. Good evening, my name's Aidan, and we are bringing you the first of our launch week races here on LMU. Silverstone, Multiclass, Hypercar, LMP3, and GT3 will race this evening for 65 minutes worth of racing to kick off the newly branded oNiD Racing. In the comms booth with me on the cameras is the wonderful Ben White, and also with a bit of colour commentary and a bit of a driver's point of view and maybe a bit of a promo here and there. It's the wonderful boss man himself, Johnny Ashley. Good evening to you both, gentlemen.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening. It looks really fancy now, doesn't it? I love this. New liveries, new overlay, new oNiD. It's been a bit of a long time coming, hasn't it? Been a little bit for us, Johnny.
Yeah, we thought it was time for a change. 5 years as purple. We've only really a logo change kind of in the first year and a half of oNiD being alive. So I made a suggestion a couple of months back that we'd have a rebrand, and it went down a storm. And the guys worked really hard, and then me and Ben worked really hard over the weekend, and this is what we've got. So yeah, really good.
Getting this relaunch set up.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
It was good, mate.
5 a.m. I went to bed.
Man, Jesus, you live, breathe, and bleed oNiD. Jesus Christ. You got for work next morning as well, did you?
That was Saturday night. Sunday, we got up and still had bits to do, so we finished it off Sunday morning, and then it was all done and dusted by about lunchtime Sunday. So, but oNiD's work's never done. Obviously, new championships out today as well, so had to make sure they were all out and ready to go. So yeah, and now I'm here doing this, we're having a race and racing the car I don't particularly know very well. Around a track I do know really well, so this can only go well.
Lovely stuff.
You
Very.
picked the most fun car, so
Yeah.
What's the definition of fun here, Ben?
driving an LMP2. That's what.
Okay, fine. Not locking up the brakes constantly. It's fine. Anyway. It's a good first 5. Wow. The new branding, the abuse hasn't changed. Matt Holman, welcome. Good evening from the USA. You beautiful people. I will say people because you used a different word, but should have been really caught out by the auto mod, but that's fine. Thank you, Matt. Wonderful to have you. And you can see we're yellow and white now. The purple's gone, my friend. You'll come back to England hopefully at some point, and you'll see it's all brand spanking new. Good to have you.
Stuck over there.
Nice. Well, unfortunately, saw England get knocked out, but apart from that, it was alright.
He definitely didn't go over there for the football, I can assure you of that.
No, he's sure you're that. It was something out. Qualifying well underway at the minute with the 3 classes all out on the circuit. I do believe it's a private qualifying, so we don't see all the cars on the track at the same time. The drivers will have their own little lobby of the circuit. They don't have to worry about slower cars. They can just go and set the fastest lap and hope for the best. At the minute, it's Ben Crook on top of the timing tower for the hypercar in the Ferrari. Was sat in LMP3. That is, I can't pronounce that name. Jesus Christ. Doreen.
Kevin Dren is.
Dren. There you go.
The LMP2's there, just coming around through the Grand Prix.
Indeed, it's a purple middle sector, so he's going well at the minute and looking to go and improve. Christian Kozig on pole at the moment with just about 8.5 minutes to go. The usual Porsche of Christian, he loves that squashed 3W Beetle. as he's now going down into what is the first sector. Is using he slows down. Never mind. He's going to abandon the lap.
He abandons the lap. Okay.
That's typical. Old format though, going to the line does know, but left goes fastest and he sees the start finish line using the old pit straight. That is the old pit straight really, but the endurance teams do tend to use that one. They don't usually use the international pits, do they, for the ELMS and yeah.
Definitely got nothing to do with money at all.
No. Wait until the wet gets there. They'll probably use the big one. Anyway. Using curbs though. The way it gets it turned in is the middle sector's yellow, so it's not improving, but purple sector's not half bad in the first sector, so we'll see what he can do as it goes down into now the final couple of corners. It's odd saying final corner. Yeah, that's actually fair. Interesting, but he'll be happy with that, I'm sure. It's a bit of a doozer, isn't it? That middle sector, especially the hypercars, they're big, bulky. They love the downforce and high speed, but then give it a slow speed corner. It just you do feel it, don't you?
In the meantime, though, down in GT3, it's an oNiD boy on top. Ben Brown has picked.
Definitely not a fix. Just saying. For now.
It's the new livery, makes you faster.
It's Silverstone and Great British Grand Prix circuit. It's, the home circuit. It's at least worth 1/10, and on liveries, I think it's definitely at least 3/10. It looks so good.
A little bit down in the first sector, but obviously he's chasing his own time. So
yeah, of course. So
Keesing's come across the line again, and is only 1500ths off.
Trying, isn't he?
It's a big push.
Indeed. Couple of people in chat. Welcome. Doggo is live. Peoples. Yes. Good evening. Ash Wood. Apparently someone's microphone is low. That's wonderful. Yeah. Who's? My big booming voice.
That doesn't help us. I can boost it up a bit.
Well, if it's mine, it's Aiden. Hello. And if it's Ben, it's Ben. Anyway, the other one.
Or if it's mine, fuck him.
Oh, it's Johnny. Love it. Absolutely love it. Well, whilst we have you here, Johnny, how's it going out there at the minute? 7th for you at the minute. You're looking relatively alright in that midfield of the LMP3s.
LMP2s.
LMP2s. Twos.
Twice.
It's twice. LMP2.
It wouldn't be an Aiden stream if you didn't get everything wrong within the first 3 minutes.
I mispronounce everyone's name. Okay.
Oh dear. Sorry, Johnny Ash lie. Anyway.
Oh god, what the?
I'm sorry. He's going to punch me for that next time he sees me.
I'm just going to mute you. It'll be quiet for the rest of the stream. Okay. Right. I'll try and get mine as loud as possible, but I don't want to be so loud that I'm overwhelming everything.
Always is fine. Johnny, middle sector's looking not too shabby. Last turn for you now. Get that car turned in. Lovely. Nice, and gets a good run on the curbs as well. going to double up from 7th. Let's see.
9 made it up.
Nope.
Made.
Might get there.
That's not the. That ain't the line. Let's have a.
That's not like.
But it is back in the front. Ben Crook has a cool time on his qualifying session. Is it in the pits? Angela Scotti still out, still trying to improve in the Genesis.
Wow. That's brave.
It's quite stable. Kevin Durant sets a new fastest lap in the LMP2s.
Purple, green. That's a
Not a name we've seen, Kevin Durant. So I think he's a new person. It's annoying how new people keep coming in and curb stomping us. But, jump back to Scotty just as she's coming to the line. Starting in the lap. Had a purple middle sector.
Yeah, saw that too. Not enough though. I'm not sure if they improved and just stayed in second or they invalidated. Oh, but that first sector's not helping them at all. They're not far off though.
Ben Brown, not only on pole, is giving us feedback on the audio levels as well, so I've boosted mine up a bit.
Man, he's multitasking. Brave man.
37 hundredths off in the middle sector, or the first sector. Let's see what you can do in the middle. It's a good stable car, the Genesis, but it's has some quirks. Then all of them do. They've all got all the hypercars have very different styles of driving, which is why it's fun, really.
Yes, absolutely. It does look stable, to be fair. I've not seen Angela have any wacky moments. It looks stable, and in race pace it actually might help them. But qualifying is another matter. Middle sector's personal best. Kevin goes fastest again, improves in the LMP2 class. So that's going to be a new fastest lap, and I think Scotty's going to call it quits and practice a pit stop instead of seeing the checkered flag.
She needed 3 tenths to get pole position. I don't think it was going to be worth pushing to the line for her there. But that is everyone. It looks like Brian J. Anderson has just called time on his lap. So I think everyone is back in the... I tell a lie. Alex Perry in the yellow Aston Martin crosses the line in P12, and Jakob Borowick, the new AMS champion for the OTCC, was warming his tyres in the pits for some reason. I hope he's okay. He's off exploring. Okay.
Yeah, goes exploring. Of course he does.
You can tell he's an AC player. He's off exploring which bits of the pits are just random parts.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, in Twitch chat is Ben 20 Racing. I beat Kozig. I am officially retiring. Ben, you're on pole. You're not just beaten them. You've beaten all of them. That is that's nosebleed territory, my friend.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
On pole, it is Ben Crook from Angela Scotti in P2. Dave Wood lines up P3 ahead of Dominic Bauer. Jacob Hine in P5 from Max Tarasenko. Charlie Morgan is in P7 ahead of Zach Silva, with Christopher Skapas in P9 just ahead of Elliot Lewis. Jules Flint in P11 from Alex Perry in P12. Jakob Boric P13 ahead of Philenis Senlef, whose name is a palindrome, just ahead of Foucault Farah in 15th. And then the LMP2s, it is Kevin Drouin from Edusa Carpenter. Petr Jelinek ahead of Matthias Fuskin on the second row. Jeff Pike ahead of Paul O'Grady. It's that man Johnny Ashley in P7 ahead of Benji Beams in P8. And it's Paul Kingsbury ahead of Hilke van der Veen in P10. And Chris Wacker P11 ahead of Frank Vevik in P12. And finally our GT3s, it is Ben Brown on pole ahead of Christian Kiesig.
fix.
Leon Bismus ahead of Matt Townsend. I was doing so well. Daniel Jansen ahead of Harrison Webb. Chris Downing from Max Farrell. Just ahead of Anthony Victor Chappelle and Connor Dickman. Brian J. Anderson ahead of Ilya Bespalko. Matt Barmby in P13 ahead of Trinket Tats. And it's Benjamin Odin on the final row ahead of Alex J. Wood.
And as we were through the grid, we just finished, the cars are now pulling away for the shortened formation lap. New oNiD, new liveries, new branding, same racing. We are excited to bring you not only this, but a range of events coming up for Season 5. And they have actually just been launched this afternoon. So if you're watching this back or watching it live, do get onto Silvergrid, have a look and see what's happening in terms of our championship. Starting next week, a week today, we are back live on Twitch and YouTube for those races. We also have our launch event for AC tomorrow, the Citroen C1 Cup. 30 odd cars racing in that tomorrow around Knock Hill. But we turn our attention now with my wonderful cameras in the comp with Ben Meyer and Johnny Ashley. We'll jump to you soon, dear friend. Good luck for this race start. We watch the hypercars, however, as they come to the start of the lap. They will go racing very, very short.
Green flag.
Ben Crook and Scotty on the front row, and they're going already. Foot to the floor, and the leaders are away. It's a good start from the top two. They're side by side going into turn one. That is going to be Ben Crook on the inside, however. That keeps it at the back of Aston Martin now, along with Alpine. And they're going to go into the gravel pit, into turn one.
That was a lot of cars. And we'll take a look back at that in a minute. That was not the ideal line back.
Wasn't, and that is going to be Morgan, I believe, dropping a couple of positions. We joined them in the BMW. I think it's a Ferrari also that had a spin, but it's allowed the top two to break away as they started in the grid. Ben Crook, Angela Scotty leading hypercars away, with everyone else behind them trying to figure out what the world's going on.
They've kept themselves clear and they've managed to pull away a little bit, just getting a little bit of a gap. Angela Scotty keeping close behind Ben Crook there. We know that he's fast. We know that she's fast as well. And on her day is very capable of winning races. But the order has been mixed up. There are a lot, and it all seems to be hypercars dropping to the back of the grid. Dave Wood caught up in it.
So Barrows, you see them rejoining the circuit going into the Abbey chicane.
Yeah, Fukufaro, Dave Wood caught out. Zach Silver, Christopher Capus.
Went off as well there.
Yeah, Dominic Bauer trying to fight his way back. Let's see if we can have a look and see what happened at the start.
Let's give it a go, shall we? Let's go to a replay. Indeed, we are going to go to a replay.
Zach Silver. Oh, Zach. I'm not sure whether he had help or whether it just locked up and went. But
that suspiciously looked like 3 into 1 didn't go. The LM also having spins, and the GT3 is around as well, and another Aston Martin in the background. So constructors wise, it's not fun for them at the minute.
No, just ahead, we saw one of the Cadillacs come across and hit one of the other hypercars.
So we're sticking with
that was still replay, so
that was still replay. That's fine.
We'll figure it out afterwards, but yeah, it didn't go well there from the looks of things.
No, not at all. Oh, back with my pictures now. We're following the LMP leaders. Crook's putting away. Let's have a look at LMP2.
Yeah, there's a big fight down in LMP2. Kevin Duran just ahead of Edusa Carpenter. We know Edusa likes these cars.
Oh, that's all Carl White in the background. That was, I think, LMP2 going off.
Yeah, and that's Petr Jelinek having a moment.
There's another spinning car as well. Let's drop it down the order. That was the hypercar of the Porsche 138, dropping to ninth now.
Elliot Lewis, who's in the wall. Let's take a quick look, see what happened. That's a broken rear wing, and I think that's game.
He's lost the wheel.
Yeah.
Big shot.
Let's have a look. Just Toyota driver Elliot Lewis comes across and just hits the curb and goes max speed into that wall, and that's the rear wheel gone.
You can look that back, it will be a miracle.
No, not from there. No, and he has in fact pulled it in.
Well, we will shortly lose Lewis to the barrier, going through the new turn one. I forget what actual corner number it is if you're going by the actual start-finish rate you're using. But LMP2 is still Kevin that leads the way from Carpenter to Vizgen. We'll just say, let's quickly drop into our driver commentator this evening. Johnny, how's it going? Up in, I think you're actually retaining 7th at the moment.
Yeah, surviving.
Surviving.
Which is the main thing. People keep going off around me. But yeah, I just survived. I'm just concentrating on driving the car. I've never really driven it before.
That was a connection.
So yeah, as well for Johnny there briefly. As
that didn't help.
no, it didn't look like it helped. No, that's absolutely fair. You've got a car behind you. I think that's Kingsbury in class. So you'll be looking to stay ahead of them and try and maybe claw up some positions. Benjamin's not too far ahead.
No, you won't have to keep locking up into that corner though.
no, smoke there as well. We'll leave you be, Johnny. We'll touch base again later on, let you concentrate. In the GT3s, however, Ben Brown still leads away from Versers to Kaisig. Actually, Kaisig dropping a position.
It is a Porsche 123, and it's not helping that there's so many of the LMPs are out of place because they're trying to come back through and they're fighting for position here.
Yeah. Not just let me pass kind of thing, it's a let me pass so I can actually take position on circuit. They're not lapping, it's just quite a torrid race for some of these LMP drivers.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty sure the GT3 runners will let them go because there's no point trying to race a hypercar or an LMP2, but it's trying to let them go while simultaneously retaining your place from your own class. And Kiesig is very much trying to chase down Leon Vispers here for P2.
Is indeed. GT3 fastest up, however. Ben Brown in the Porsche leading the way, pulling a gap from these two other Porsches of Vesperas and Kaisig. And is that Chevy in the background as well?
Yep, that is Matt Townsend, I believe. Is just behind Frank Bevick, who's had a moment and dropped down into this fight. And I've got to say, fair play to Frank, considering he's had a rough time. Seems to be being very patient. He's holding position, waiting for straights to go through. And just as he does, unfortunately, Leon popped out to try and defend.
Yes.
Made it through safely in the end, though.
Just a bit of a rolling roadblock, a bit of an obstacle course to one of Porsches, and it's Ben Brown that's Bevick now is going to have to catch the leader of class, and then he can start hunting down cars of his own similar making.
So we're down in Paul Kingsbury, who has actually been holding off the hypercar of Christian Pascalis there for a bit. Who's trying to make his way back through.
Indeed, that's good on him, but still different classes. We'll see what happens.
Fight up front though, Alex Perry and Jacob Hine, and I think Jacob's just got the move done on Alex there. We can have if my thing stops scrolling, we can have a look at that.
Let's have a look. Fairly easy. I think the Aston went wide. Just kind of stepped into the inevitable.
Jacob just able to take it through using the Toyota.
As there was a massive yellow I know we just went to that replay, there's a massive yellow flag for the GT3s.
It was. does. That's... Okay,
it's a connection blip there.
Yeah. Oh, there is a issue though. Benjamin Odinoff off the road there. That looks like he's missing a front wheel. Let's see
on the wagon.
Let's see if we can see what happened. Oh, that would just come straight.
No, to the aftermath.
Yeah. Hang on. This is probably the issue. Oh, come to the... Eventually I'll get to the right one. Bear with. Here we go. Oh!
BMW has a moment and couldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, and he just clips him and comes off worst. Nothing. I'd say there's nothing either of them could have done there.
No, the BMW looked sideways through the corner, which is very unusual.
Yeah.
Maybe just a bit too much speed through the corner. Oh, he's limping back home, bless him. He's trying to get back to the pits.
He's in the right place, thankfully. He's just coming down into the complex. He'll be able to get into the pits, get repaired, and at least get out and try and get some results out of this race.
He's trying to turn. He can't quite make it.
Yeah, it's going to be much harder to turn right, obviously, because speaking the bleeding obvious there, Ben, good God. It's going to be hard for him to turn right without a right front wheel. No, you think? Okay. We'll jump back to the LMP2 fights. The Juicy Carpenter's still trying to close down Kevin Druin.
Indeed. I do apologise, I will say, the yellow flag. Johnny Ashley is dropping a couple of positions, unfortunately. We'll maybe try and see that in a moment. But maybe Johnny can give us a bit of a rundown on what just happened there.
Let's have a quick look. Through maggots and becks. Oh, that looks like air. That looks like aero wash.
Too much curb.
Too much curb. Too much greediness on the inside.
And now I've got horrible tyres.
Oh, yeah. I love the LMP2s, but a flat spot on their tyres is a difficult situation to deal with. It is not the most fun.
Not in the slightest. You're going to have head charms after this race if you have to deal with those sets of tyres.
Let's find a fight. Leon Visser is still holding off Christian Kiesig. Now the question is Christian fuel saving, or is he just transmuting air into fuel like he usually does?
I do wonder. I just want to point out we're still in replay, I believe.
Yep, yes I am. But they are still fighting, thankfully.
They are still fighting. Actually, the live pictures actually show them a lot more closer than they were a few moments ago. Nope. Leon nothing just to keep that portion behind. I do wonder if he does just fuel save naturally and just has generally half decent race pace.
He's got very good race pace, and the problem is he's exceptionally good at fuel saving with it. It turned out when they did the GT3 fixed setup last season with higher multiple fuel, higher multiple tyre wear, and it turns out he's a fuel and tyre whisperer, and quick. So it's comes to the point where we just start trying to chase him with the rules, and so I think we're trying different things now.
we need a Leon championship, basically. Just 5 times fuel and tyre wear.
Kiesig trying the move. That looks like he's considered it into the first turn there. Possibly going for the Verstappen, but so he's going to be saving fuel just sitting behind Leon. He's going to be sat in that slipstream using less fuel and still managing to set a pace.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. It'd be nice to see if they can start fighting because, content. But strategically, it's a good idea. I don't blame him for it.
No, not at all. But it's very early on. We're getting the hypercar traffic coming through. Ben Crook right behind them, trying to find his way through. And he's coming across them in a difficult spot as well, down into the chicane. That might let Angela Scotti pick a bit of that time back up.
through the final turn. The Porsche goes a little bit wider, and the the hypercar, should I say, is able to hug the inside with its aero, sticking it to the ground.
Scotty trying to clear them herself now. Trying to do it through Maggots and Beckett's as well is a interesting...
is a choice. But manages to do it nonetheless. Doesn't make contact with anyone, which is always nice to see. Gets down, but again, the time's just closing. Isn't closing enough, should I say. We'll jump back to... This is a Fizz game.
But Tarsfuse just ahead of Petty Jelinek there.
Yes, he's just trying to differentiate who was ahead and who wasn't.
If I put up the battle box, wouldn't it?
There we go. Third and fourth in LMP2. The hypercar right behind Alpine was actually, ironically, the LMP2 cars are staying ahead of the Alpine, or even the Alpine being very patient.
I've got a feeling that Alpine is carrying damage from lap 1. That is Scampus, who was involved in those big turmoil incidents. I think it's a mix of patience. He's waiting for his chances to get through, and I suspect he's probably carrying a little bit of damage as well.
Would imagine so. The battle, however, for the LMP2s is ongoing. That was Petty Jelinek making a move past Fisker in 4th position. So the blue and black leads the yellow and black.
Follow the hypercars through. We do have a hypercar battle as well. It is Alex Perry trying to chase down Max Tarasenko in the Cadillac.
Rabbit doesn't help him here. That Porsche just about gets out of the way in time. I don't think it actually hurt Max too much, but we go down into the end of the first sector, and it's still the Aston that sits behind the is that Cadillac? It is Cadillac.
It is. That Aston's been in the walls as well. You can see the scuffing on the front left.
Oh, and that's got to help his squad going deep into the chicane.
And he's not got any hybrid power to help him out of those corners either. So he's going to have to do it on the pure grunt of that V10. And I'm not sure it's really there.
No, I don't think so either. It's the one thing, unfortunately, the Aston does lack. Just you get up and go. The connection also. Yeah. It's also about to lack as well, but we're all right.
Let's come back. My apologies to everyone watching. We're hoping the connection will hold out for the rest of the race.
Well, a couple of mentions in the chat. Good evening, by the way, in Twitch and in YouTube. Both receiving a race tonight. Will be hopefully be doing so for this next season coming up. But in Twitch is HVD203. At least I know why my wheel wobbled when racing.
That's Hilke van der Veen, who is one of our casualties, unfortunately.
Of course, yes. So, well, you got your answer. You know why it was wobbling like that. Bless you. But unfortunate casualty for that first lap.
It's the battle. For what I thought was a battle, it was actually Zach Silver trying to make his way back through. No, he's still struggling. I'm guessing he's had a hefty repair bill because he's still down in 28th overall and trying to get past the GT3s for position.
Well, there he is in that Aston. He's got a
bit of patience. He's going to have to be very patient making his way through because one wrong move and he's back down again. And so you don't want to be taking out the leaders of the class who are not far forward. But Ben Brown has just run away with it. He's nearly 5 seconds to the clear of Leon Visperus in P2.
Fix. No, I'm joking. It's not. It's pure skill.
I think, well, Leon's having to defend, and he's defending hard against Chris Kiesling, so it's that's going to let you break away.
Yeah, very much so. I see the two Porsches we're speaking of, which are going down into the final couple of corners, darting into the slipstream that the Aston Hypercar was briefly giving them was Leon. But,
I wonder how much slipstream really is a GT3 going to get off a hypercar? It's not going to give you much in the way of air, is it?
No, but every little help. Not really much help from now. It's now cleared him, but gap is still maintaining. There's that's a hypercar. We're trying to get there. Oh dear Lord! Split the difference. They both eventually figure out what the hell they're going to do.
Tarasenko making his way through. Alex Perry trying to follow them, but he's come across the two GT3s in exactly the wrong place. Through Magnus Beckett, and unless you're very confident and possibly a bit bullish, you're not going to get past two GT3s there. Oh no! Feline Sedilef off track, rejoins. Let's have a look, see what happened.
Safe rejoin, but is it too much curb? It's not the first time we saw someone going through.
That's exactly.
They got too much curb.
It's exactly the same as what happened to Johnny there.
Yes. Johnny, you'll be glad to know you're not the only person that's been a bit too greedy, let's say,
brave and punished. I'm not sure that's much consolation, if you're honest. But
no, it's not. To be fair, it's not. It's more salt to the wound, isn't it? The silence was overwhelming.
Spoke volumes. But we go to nowhere because my connection decides to mute itself. We're back with Jacob Hine as he's trying to get past Jakob Borowick. These guys have been racing each other in touring cars for the last 8 weeks, so I don't think they're going to really be able to make some of the moves that they were trying in that in these cars. But Jacob very much getting the slipstream on the exit here.
Good run through the complex. Inside line. Oh, it's a very inside line. Contact!
Yeah. That was
It was a slightly delayed, but contact nonetheless.
We only came to the end of it on TV, so let's take another quick look. Jacob goes inside the Lexus on the outside. Yeah, we have a little bit of connection, but yeah, I don't think you can blame the connection on that one.
No, that was inevitable. Unfortunately, both drivers do keep on going. They're both going to join race.
They haven't actually lost any positions, and they're both still pushing onwards. Go down. Alex Perry now defending against Dave Wood. Oh, for goodness sake!
I think it's a server. It's not just you.
Oh, that's slightly encouraging, but not ideal. 43 minutes left of the race. Dave Wood's right behind Alex Perry here.
That's a nice little run going down the Wellington Straights. I forget how many straights. There's Wellington, there's Hanger, Sir Hamilton. Anyway, into the final complex, Luffield to follow. And it looks like a little bit wide from Dave Wood. It's probably going to cost him a little bit of momentum. The Aston holding off from Alex Perry, getting a reasonably good enough drive. But he said it's the issue of the Aston. It doesn't have to run out the corners when you're going slow and trying to accelerate. It's relying on that engine to purely combustion based engine to do something.
Its brakes are a lot sharper to my experience because it's not having to harvest for a hybrid, but because they're a bit binary. I found it's like you are either locking up or you're not. There's no you can have a little lock. Once it goes, it goes. And Dave round the outside there swings it through at the end of the Hanger straight. Gets it done before they even get to the chicane.
Easy person.
That was very cheeky. Had the grip and had the power there. He's back up to P8 after being down behind everyone at the end of the first lap.
I'm sure he'll do that.
In the meantime, Borowick and Hine are back together and fighting. Oh, we have missed, however, an overtake for the lead of the LMP2s. Producer Carpenter is now in the lead. Let's see if we can run that back.
Might be
Maybe. Let's see if I can find it.
To be fair, it might have been a little while. I've only just spotted it myself, to be fair.
There we go. It was a while, a little bit back, but we'll give it anyway.
Oh, traffic induced.
Yeah, that was Cafaro off track, but inducing, finding the inside there. Cadillac on the outside, making it 3 wide.
Well, that was a very opportunistic move, let's say. I think a lot of things happened there. Went in his favour.
You take them when you get them. But this fight's back on. Borowick defending from Jacob Hind. Takes a slightly wider line in so that he can have the inside for the second part of the chicane. Makes it work. Drops it! Oh, and that's a big hit into the wall. That's going to be... That's going to be a repair, I suspect.
That was too much right foot at the wrong time. Unfortunately, I have another connection, but I do believe this is server side. This isn't us, don't worry, we're still live. But we've got that Jackass Oryx spin without a connection flip, and definitely, unfortunately, with too much right foot.
Producer Carpenter's attacking Christopher Scappas in the hypercar. She's trying for an overtake on the Alpine hypercar in an LMP2.
Must have damage, surely.
He's got to be. He's not pitted. But now gets to the straight and does just F off down the way with that extra power.
That must be that though.
So that's only about a second. I think she's closing up again.
Oh, that's not how it's supposed to work, guys.
We'll take it though.
We will take it.
No, he has broken it now and gone.
Yeah, now.
Got a looking in the rear view mirror, you're joking. For the lead, Scotty has closed up to Ben Crook.
As indeed, within half a second is the Genesis driver to the back of the Suitsby branded Ferrari.
That looks like it's using the Lego livery.
Yes.
Oh, sneak by Ben Crook. Is that you, Johnny? He's put between. I think it is you. He's put between.
The silence maybe.
Yeah, Scotty was not waiting around then.
I'm battling the orange LMP2 in front, so...
yeah, we saw it. Well, it's given Scotty a bit of a gap, but the battle continues. Kingsbury and Ashley, as one of those drivers is in
Johnny with the run, sweeps ahead into Nuggets.
Good move. Take it. Up ahead of them, actually, Pettigiani's got a yellow flag in 7th in LMP2. He has just recovered.
Yeah, I think he probably skipped over a bit of corner.
Quite potentially, so leading hypercar, should I say, overtakes him. Not too far behind, Johnny. Keep at it, you might catch him up. The leaders closing once more. I don't believe we're scheduled for a pit stop unless we have damage. I think we are at the point. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I do apologise if I am. But I believe we're a normal tyre and fuel race. These cars, especially the LMP and the hypercars, should be able to do a 65 minutes.
They'll need a bit. They'll need a bit of fuel.
LMP2 will have to. We've got to stop. And hypercars, I would think, unless they fuel save massively, will have to.
Yeah. Hypercars usually go about 41 to 55 minutes on fuel.
Oh yeah, they'll stop.
So they will
unless they're sipping fuel like they're rationing it.
You know,
Ben
they would have
might
to
actually do it.
get in and do a fuel stop and make that work. But yeah, if Ben's trying to stretch his fuel, he's got Scotty right up the back of him, trying to make the move.
Doggo in life is life in Twitch chat. Yes, the server is unstable at the moment. We are still green, however. Nothing is causing us to stop, even though we have the odd blip here and there. It's kind of reassuring, man, isn't it, Bless? It's not just, it isn't you.
I'm pretty sure Doggo's life is Fukufaro.
Yes. Yes, I do believe so. Do correct us if we're wrong.
We'll stick with this fight because it's getting very close. Also, Charlie Morgan has crept through into P3 very quietly.
That's leading to BMW. It's not that far. Well, I say not that far behind. It's 12 seconds behind.
He's in a bit of an island. He's 12 seconds ahead of 15 seconds ahead of Jules Flint in fourth and 12 seconds off the lead. So he's just plodding along on his podium at the moment.
I can't blame him.
This fight very much in. We will risk jumping away because there is our fights further down. Leon Visper's still fighting Christian Kiesig. A little bit further back, Alex J. Wood is hovering, and hopefully we'll be back in a moment. There we go. Comes back and is fighting off Ilya Bespalko behind him. A few battles starting to creep in. Jeff Pike here is now has Paul O'Grady not far behind him.
So gaps are closing down. We'll see Peter Jack and Benji Beans now fighting away for 6th and 7th respectively. As they go down into turn 1, side by side. They give each other space, and it is Jellic has to yield. Benji Beans gets ahead.
I think that was that was actual turn 1, not the Grand Prix turn 1.
Yes, actual turn.
Another
good blip, we're fine, we're all good.
Lovely if they've got their server architecture to work, wouldn't it?
It would be nice.
But when we have to pay for it.
Yeah. And
either sort it out or let us host our own, take your pick. But the sim racing community got one company to roll back on a self-hosted service. Let's see if we can go for another. But Scotty trying, still there, half a second off Ben Crook.
Pushing.
Trying to close that, trying to find it in the right space. Comes out, I'm not I've driven the Genesis in the Academy series. That was on fixed setup. And to be honest, it was before it had any kind of balancing put on it, so I think it might have flattered to deceive. But it's not got the... It's a perfectly competent car, but I'm not sure it's got the biggest amount of grunt.
No. I think it's in the same category as... Yeah, half decent, but like the Aston in some ways. It looks pretty. But,
we know the Ferrari's good. Max Tarasenko off. Let's have a look what happened.
Luke as well. It's flying.
Dave Woods coming through.
He's encouraged round.
Dave Woods helping Max Tarasenko off in the Cadillac. He's making himself popular this evening, this Dave.
He's a good example for the admins, isn't he?
It's like looking back to this battle, because we've got to remember this is the fight for the lead, and Scotty is right behind Ben Crook now.
Traffic's helping that. Was that a Lexus that was kind of unfortunately placed for Ben Crook? He's got a good run into the new turn 1.
Traffic give if traffic take it away. Benjamins and Petyanek fighting side by side through the final turn of the Grand Prix circuit, and they've got, I think that's Charlie Morgan coming through on them.
Is indeed. Third place.
That was a bit close. Benji sweeping back in then.
And they're going to go side by side into the loop again. Hypercar in the middle of it. Oh, and no, it's a spin for Peter Janlek. All by themselves, unfortunately, on the outside line. Maybe a little bit compromised by the hypercar, but that's going to put Johnny Ashley into reach now.
Indeed. One and a bit seconds off as Johnny. Just try and close better down. But neither of you, I suspect, is going to have very nice feeling tyres.
No.
Oh,
mine has slowly got better.
I think you've worn them back in.
Yeah.
There was a massive crash into Abby in the background as he jumped to that shot of GT3s.
Oh, yeah, that's Matt
Townsend.
Let's have a look.
Outside it.
Oh, yeah. Tarasenko and Townsend coming together.
Oh.
And it's Townsend who comes off worse. Tarasenko's car won't feel amazing. Oh.
And he gets turned again when he tries to be joined by the BMW.
Yeah, that's
one for the stewards.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you could even apportion blame to there, because Matt's rejoin was in an awkward position, and the BMW was coming through. He didn't deliberately run into him. It was just a bit of bad luck there.
And we breathe. That was our first multi-class class violence.
Well, that we've seen anyway.
Well, we've seen anyway, yes.
Anthony Victor-Chappelle, one of our new guys, joined us for the OTCC and is now taking a Mustang around Silverstone to try and chase down the returning Trinket de Tasse.
Ferrari versus Ford. That's the two names we always see fighting.
Sounds like a movie.
History. Yeah, it's like the movie, isn't it? It's two names we haven't seen fight for a long while until Ford showed back up into Formula 1 again. Well, kind of showed into Formula 1. But here is GT3, and at the moment, it's the Ferraris holding the upper hand.
And they've been fighting in the WEC for quite some time.
You know what? That is also a good point.
Ford GT, Ford Mustang, the Ferrari's gone from the 458 to the 488 to the 296.
Over 3 numbers they choose to put in the next one.
Yeah, God knows which version it's going to be next time.
As we're getting closer. I'm very disappointed actually. The hypercar gap is extended. Almost 2.5 seconds when you're going to be deprived of a hypercar battle for a very little while.
I think it's starting to settle because I've got a feeling people. Let's have a look at the virtual energy.
Good shout.
Scotty at 31%, Ben Crook at 29%. So they've got a bit of margin. Last average over the last few laps has been 3.3 for Crook, 3.1% for Scotty. So they've got a few laps left, but basically at any time now the pit window is viable. You can jump in, get your pit stop done, and then see whether you roll the dice on strategy.
It's a very good, just under half hour. It's actually 27.5 minutes left of this launch event race. It's been a pleasure to have you all and welcome along. It's been a heck of a race and a wonderful launch as well for the new rebrand of oNiD Community Racing, as yellow and white is the new purple. 5 years and a new rebranding has come. Pleasure to have you all, and it's a pleasure to bring you this race this evening. Not only do we have this race tomorrow, we have the AC Championship on the horizon with the one-off race of C1s around Knockhill, 30 odd cars there, which will be again live on Twitch and YouTube for another racing night tomorrow. And I believe we then wait until Monday next week. We have our first round of season 5. don't think we're doing Wednesdays, are we? Not for this week, anyway. As we do have got a pit stop. Dave Wood.
Dave Wood pulls the trigger. He's had a couple of turns around, so I wonder if he's just decided to come in, maybe get a fresh set of boots and some fuel in him.
Parts of that car do look suitably second-hand, let's say, as I saw him drive into the pit. So there's definitely a bumper that was a bit tweaked, let's say.
Yeah, Petty Yellowneck has caught back up to Benji Beams as they try and clear their way through the GT3 traffic with a hypercar on the outside, just to make things easier.
Rolling roadblock for a couple of these cars, but they do just about figure it out. So now go into the inner loop, let's say.
Petty's crawling over the back of Ben Beams here.
We'll get a good run going down the Wellington Straight. I don't think it's going to be enough. The Benjamin might have a bit of a distant toe from the hypercar just ahead for a brief moment. Never mind, on the brakes, up the inside. There's Pettigenic. Does he go deep? He doesn't. He keeps it on the circuit within the white lines. And that's move done.
Ran it a little wide, but it's one of the few areas you can do that and still get nicely turned in for the corner and get on the power. Gets it done, and back up into P6 goes Pettigenic. And we have a pit stopper as well. Jeff Pike is stopping ready for his fuel stop for the race.
Yes, indeed. That would be the first time MP2s that we've seen into the pits. That's scheduled at least, anyway.
So Dave Wood is back out. Let's have a look, see how long Dave was stopped for. If it tells me. It would be really nice for it. 22 seconds stopped, 45 seconds from pit in to pit out. That could be tyres. But Jakob Horrocks also made his and only... Yeah, in fact it will be tyres because Jakob Horrocks only done a 10-second stop.
Oh. So, know what people are doing. Some go for tyres, some not. I think the ones that have the spins will be going for the tyres.
I think David isn't that much of a choice to go on tyres at that point.
No, exactly. It's going to be either drive 50 pence pieces for wheels or you're going to get some new smooth tyres on. And hopefully you don't lock up again. Or spin, or crash, or do anything like that.
Yeah, that's basically it, isn't it? Let's have a look. We are getting pit requests up and down the field. Kevin Druin from P2 in the LMP2s is coming in. Matthias Fuskin and Zach Silver, who is very much off the back, last hypercar running at the moment, is coming in for his pit stop. Paul O'Grady didn't request his, he's just told them and he's come in.
he's done a Ferrari, they don't have a strategy. He gets to the pit box and see how long he's stopped for.
See, you can do that now. It used to be you had to request it, otherwise they added a bit to simulate the pit crew not being ready, which I think they should bring back because I'm mean-spirited like that.
Well, it's a longer stop. It's definitely more than 10 seconds, and this is going to be tyres and fuel.
Yeah, 25 seconds stopped. Has to get turned around as well. So it's 29 seconds stopped for Paul.
It's tyres and fuel, so
yeah,
they'll go back out with fresh tyres and push for the last 22.5 minutes.
We'll find a battle though, because you know me, I have a thing against watching cars doing pit stops. Oh, that okay. There is a battle going on. Harrison Webb on the back of Matt Townsend. Mustang and Corvette. It's a USA on USA fight. Harrison looks to the inside, but not able to make the move there.
Oh, it's civil war all over again, as the prancing horse goes, well, the American horse goes against the wings of the Chevrolet.
He's just not quite there. It's ready to make moves. Getting the slipstream, but you've got to suspect that the Corvette isn't giving as much benefit to the Mustang as it would be the other way around, given the relative heights and sizes.
Ant versus Boot comes to mind. It's a chunky car, the Mustang.
Yeah, it's a very stable car, really good to throw around, but it doesn't benefit from slipstream as much. Just that extra height adds a bit of drag as you're behind other cars.
Yeah, I also agree.
The advantage is it's very
helpful.
good on the brakes and you can throw it up the inside.
We can see how much it closes on the brakes in comparison to the car ahead. It's definitely a good car to throw around, but to give it a straight and when they try and get the toe or something, it's more or less the hypercars or the LMP cars have to be behind to get a toe before they pull away, because all the other GT3s are just a little bit too small, not punching a big enough hole in the air.
Let's have a look and see what we can do. It's not. He's got the power as well. He's going to have that raw grunt to try and get past. It's very good out the corners as well as the Mustang, but it's just not finding the space here. Matt Townsend defending very well. Oh, a little typical Mustang driver getting a bit of a slide on, but
All the sausage short. Yeah, America beat by it and ease it, but
gets just looking for a route past, and Townsend just positioning the car very well, maximising his run out the corners to defend.
Here comes the hypercar wanting to start, so I'll have to pause the battle for a brief moment as the yellow Corvette, not Corvette, Chevrolet. Chevy? No.
Cadillac. Were you looking for
Cadillac, there we go. If it goes with C, it's fine. So probably one of those days. It's one day, it's my reasoning. But in the background there is the LMP battle we've been watching between...
That is, Juicy Carpenter. Yeah, Juicy Carpenter leading the class. Kevin Drurin's caught back up here. But she's stuck in behind Townsend there to gain a little bit of space.
Yeah, that one, right, got close to each other going through the complex, but can't do anything at the minute. Can P2, Kevin will have to stay put. But we're thinking these guys will have to pit again for fuel. It's definitely, because actually on single digits for the useful energy. Is that 8%?
No, you can't see the fuel for the LMP2s, it just shows 0% for the, because it's virtual energy. But they can't be far off, because we're seeing other cars coming in. Actually, I tell a lie, they've both stopped. So they're so they've both made their stop. They're back fighting. That's probably where Kevin's closed up, because his stop was about a second and a half shorter than the Juicers.
That traffic's not going to help Carpenter going down to the left field now, as Kevin almost on the back, or very much along the back, but couldn't make anything of it, and that goes deep into the final complex, and that cost him a little bit of time, so they're now into the final turn.
We're also getting into the window for the lead hypercars. So Ben Crook dips below 10% in the car.
Yes.
So he's using just under, well, 3-lap average of 3.3% a lap. So he should be in within the next 2 laps.
Has Scotty got an extra lap over?
Scotty has got an extra lap over, which is 12% versus 9%. So that might be why she's backed off, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough to make up 5 seconds difference. Might have to push coming on the in laps here to make it work if this is a strategy gamble.
Car ahead, try and overtake. Interesting. Keep an eye on it, for sure. It's definitely an option. As Ben Crook goes for another lap, we have enough VE for 2 more laps?
Yeah, I'm showing just over 2. He's got there, but he's going to be really pushing it if he goes for a full 2 laps. My guess would be end of this lap. If not, he's going to have to fuel save on the way in.
Yellow flag P2 for LMP2 class. Dropped him a good 4 seconds behind. As Kevin.
Yeah, let's have a look, see. So that's Matt Townsend in front. Flashes the lights. Ducks out and just ran it wide. Makes it... That's, yeah, he was trying to find a gap there where there wasn't grass to make it back on safely.
Does safely rejoin, so props to him for doing that. But unfortunately, just got caught out by trying to lap traffic there. And now report he has managed to make the move on the GT3.
Yeah, cost him a lot of time, and that's given a Juice Carpenter a nice bit of breathing space with 15 minutes left of this race.
Much and well needed. It's been hounded, was the Deucer by Kevin there.
Jump back up the main crew. Let's just see where he is on track.
Going to the final turn now.
Yep. So, question is, does he come in?
He does.
Yeah, didn't know. It would have been a gamble. So he's got. It says he's got enough to cover it. It would have been a gamble to go for that. But Scotty does go for another lap. She has the margin.
It's going to be a massive push up from Scotty. Yeah. They'll need a perfect to try and close up that 3 or 4 second gap.
Absolutely. She's got the fuel margin to really push as well, and it's going to be a shorter stop for her. But will it be enough? Oh, now why have they done that? The game has turned Ben Crook around, which will have cost him time in the pits.
Interesting. Was there another car coming in about to occupy the box next to him?
Nothing there at all.
Ooh.
Might be that the way it's reading the server, but 31.4% of fuel in Ben Crook's car, and he's 12 seconds. Yeah, 12 seconds back from Charlie Morgan. 30 odd seconds back overall.
Keep an eye on Scotty then. See what they do.
Let's see.
They're bound to hit the end of this lap, surely.
Yeah, she's not got enough to do another lap, I don't think.
That they use it up lap and then hope for the best and fight it on the way out of the pit exit is going to be the call here, I think. Hit the overcut, try and get the move done, and get back out ahead.
If she goes for another lap, she's going to have to push really hard to make it work. She's got enough fuel to do it, but is it worth the gamble? This is the
gambling.
She is gambling. She's going for one more lap.
Keep an eye on the lap times. That is going to be the...
Look, last lap, 1:45.0 for Scotty. 1:48 for Ben Crook.
Oh, this might be on.
She might be able to do it. If it's going to be close, because there's about a 5-second gap between them.
You can tell she's pushing. It's purple first sector overall, so it's on track to do the fastest lap. If they were to continue this lap, but it's a purple first sector. Second sector's not going to look too shabby, I don't think.
Let's see what Ben Crook's first lap with his fuel rate. She needs to clear this traffic hard,
including lapping a fellow hypercar.
Yep, gets it done.
Keeps it on track. Second sector's yellow, but that was traffic. That might have hurt him a little bit, but
1/10 minutes, but that purple first sector will be big telling.
Indeed. In chat, it turns the car for everyone now past the update, no matter what you were saying about Ben Crook's pit.
Right. Fair enough. See, Scotty comes around, she'll have to pit this time. She doesn't have fuel to do anything else. Gets the car slowed.
They do.
That's him 28 seconds.
It's just slash and dash.
He's going to have to take on substantially less fuel.
I do apologise, someone's knocking on my front door.
As they do. See, I don't normally watch pit stops, but this one could be the decider for the race. Let's see. Charlie Morgan into the pits behind, but Ben Crook does he go through? It's going to be close. Scotty comes out. Ben Crook through by the narrowest of margins. They're side by side as they exit the pits, and Scotty is right behind him. But Crook will be back up to have his tyres back up to temperature, settled back in. Scotty goes for it, out, gets alongside as they come onto the hangar straight, and he's into the lead. Into the lead and into the next corner as they run down towards the chicane. Defensive line from Scotty, but Ben Crook up the inside. Holds it through. And the fight is on for the lead of this race. And it's Ben Crook on the back foot now. We've seen how you can defend round here. And if you put the car in the right position, right place. Penalty for Ben Crook, drive through. That's got to be for track limits, and that's the deciding that's the decider. Oh, that is devastating. He's still attacking on principle, but Ben Crook is going to have to take a tour through the pits. Does he go straight in, get the penalty out of the way? No, he's still chasing. He wants to make a point here. He is going through. It is going to be Charlie Morgan for P2. Well, actually, I don't know. He's 30 seconds off the back of these two. Ben Crook might be, with a bit of luck, might be able to take his penalty and still come out in P2.
So I come back. But he's got the lead, and Ben Crook's got a drive through. It
is, yeah. Scotty did it on track in the end. They came out side by side of each other, brief duel, and then Scotty made her way into the lead. But Ben Crook receiving a drive-through penalty that will decide the outcome of this race. But he's going for the lead on principle.
Yeah, absolutely. They're trying over, and contact's made, very light touch. Quarter panel to quarter panel. The track limits, I'm presuming, for Ben. Crook, I'm presuming.
It must have been. That was I could have won this. That wasn't it. That was I could have got through.
What could have been? I think Scotty may have let him through a little bit because of the drive through.
Why would you? Why would you fight too hard when you know he's going to have to come out of the way?
I can blame the Amazon delivery man who must have missed that.
Devastating finish to the race, though, after such a good race between these two.
Absolutely. And
jump out of the fight, Anthony Victor Chappelle and Alex J. Wood coming into the first corner in the GT3s. It's P12 and P13 overall. Chappelle goes to the outside, tries for the BTCC line.
Does indeed.
If anything,
it's better of it.
Yeah, I think he had to back off then to avoid a penalty, I suspect.
Well, try and keep on fighting, I'm sure they will. But so the big story, it is that'll be Ben Crook, that drive-through. And it's a very close fight between the
this is a three-way fight.
Oh god, it is.
Skapas Tarasenko and Alex Perry all fighting tooth and nail for 5th place.
Fifth place has just about got a leg up on Stupas there for 6th, and Perry currently having the front row seats for the battle. Oh dear lord, goes to the inside, does the Aston. That's a very late move. Makes it work. How in the world did it get the car stopped?
Knowing those brakes, knowing that you're not going to have a hybrid interfering with your braking. If you know what you're doing, you can make it work. But this has cost them. It's let Tarasenko pull a 1.2 second gap.
That's amazing. Still got to think about that.
So Ben Crook and Scotty still fighting.
I think Ben Crook's back double. There's traffic maybe for Ben Crook.
Yeah, Scotty has gone through. Ben. I think this is Ben's third lap, so I think he's going to have to be into the pits this time around.
He is with just over 6 minutes to go. 6, I think. Yes.
But the P2 battle has reignited. Adducer Carpenter just half a second ahead of Kevin Druin.
They've been inseparable for parts of this race, and the traffic, also that BMW getting out of the way of car number 7, that is, I do believe, I can't find it. But nonetheless, it gets right out of the way regardless, and it allows these guys to keep on fighting, going down into the penultimate turn. And car can lead the way. 0.5 of a second, give or take.
It doesn't look like much, but in these cars, it's quite a gap to overcome. It's a lot of space you've got to make up when the cars are equal performance.
Yes, indeed. I'll keep going, but upper hand at the minute.
Yeah, Ben Crook has come in service penalty and come out and is still ahead of Charlie Morgan. So it's not a P2 for Morgan. It is P3, but I think it will perfectly happen with P3 if we're honest. Considering I'm normally showing him crashing into something, but it's Jacob Hine in P7 who seems to have dropped into this battle, is defending hard against Stupascapus.
That was probably a 5 rounds, you know, single digits.
Yep, he's gonna have to be in the next couple of. No, he's not going to make it unless he is massively force over to a ridiculous extent. Dave Wood might, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Isaac should be fine for the lead. The gap between him and the lead actually is like 11 seconds. So even if he did start the slash and dash, you'd only be losing that down to P2. It's madness. It's now calmed down.
We say that. Wow. Alex Perry on the back of Max Tarasenko.
I stand corrected.
And thank you, Mike Lapavo, for subscribing. I suspect there's a relation there.
There. Okay. That might be. But thank you for the subscription. Using Prime as well. Taking a bit of Jeff Bezos' money and putting it back into Twitch.
Oh, penalty for Jakub Borowick. Drive through. That will presumably be track limits, and that's going to drop. Actually, he's last of the hypercar runners in the main. It's just Zach Silver and Felines Selenev, who are very out of position and fighting amongst the P2s.
Yes, there is. Aston's fighting with that Toyota going through the final turn, side by side.
Jacob Hine in the Toyota positioning defensively, but the Aston's got the outside line. Might be the better line into turn 1.
Got to deal with a lap.
Yeah.
And a new car.
Gets it done, swings round the outside. Fastest lap for Dave Wood in P9.
That's the protest lap there.
That's pride right there.
that is. I'm taking away something from this race.
This is our closest fight on track at the moment.
And up the inside, the Aston.
It's a three-way fight now for P5. Yeah. Jacob Hine from chasing Alex Perry, chasing Max Tarasenko, and all three of them are getting into a bit of a knife fight.
really good on the brakes. Just closes the gap instantly. And then we'll give it a straight. And here comes the Toyota, but thinks better of it going into the new turn one. He's put for now, but when it comes to the braking zone, he has to sort of pull ahead again. As further thinks about it. Kind of a half-assed kind of move, wasn't it?
He's thinking about it, but it's... The Aston will have the better option on the brakes, provided it doesn't lock up, or it's using ABS, because it's not having to try and to harvest for the hybrid. So, but, in theory, the Toyota... Well, never mind.
Oh.
Never mind. I'm not sure whether that was helped there.
Well, the Aston went round as well, so
let's pull it back and have a look from an onboard.
have a look. Well, we'll go the onboard with the Toyota broken behind. I don't think it was encouraging.
There was contact. We know.
Round the
Oh, yeah. There was a little bit of thump on the right rear. Just under braking.
And it looks like actually Jacob continuing is now trying to hunt down P5.
Yeah, going after Terrace. He's chosen a strange strategy of one hard tyre and 3 mediums. As the server gives us one last blip as we go to 0, just to remind us that it's still there.
But the leaders, I think, are going to be going through the middle sector now.
They are indeed. That's Scotty coming round the
yellow flag were P6 and P3.
Charlie Morgan has dropped it. Will drop his P3? No, he hasn't. He's kept it.
Ooh, never mind. I thought he might have done that for some reason.
Stick with Scotty as we're coming to the end of the race.
Down through the penultimate turn. Interesting race for Scotty. Won it out of the pits, and Dave Wood, unfortunately, Ben Crook, should I say, getting the drive through, unfortunately, circumstances. But for the first race of oNiD 2.0, it's Scotty that takes a win for the hypercar class, and they'll be thrilled with that. It'll be next up. We look for the LMP class. I do believe they'll be next to see the checkered flag. Actually, no, it might be the Porsche of GT3.
Oh, Jeff Power asked me that the Porsches appear to be on another lap, so
they are.
We'll go back to reduce it. I will say we've missed it in a lot of the other action. And Christian Kiesig has come through to the lead of the GT3s, ahead of Leon Visperus and ahead of Ben Brown, who's dropped to P3.
Oh, not a fix then.
But a juicy carpenter. She's been after this win for a while as a juice that loves the LMP2 cars. But it's going to be to the line. Comes out the last corner with Kevin Druin right on her tail. Who looks for the inside. But it is a juicer who makes it stick and takes the LMP2 win.
And in GT3, we'll see it's Kaisig that takes it. Good race from him.
Yeah, 12 seconds clear from Liam Visperus. I suspect the fuel whispering went on again with 0% VE as he crosses the line. He definitely did the fuel whispering.
He did. In the back of Visperus and Ben Brown will be second and third. They actually come into the line pretty close to each other, not too far apart. But it is a Porsche 123 for GT3. Hyper, it is Genesis, Ferrari, BMW, and LMP2 is just
LMP2.
Yeah, it's all good. Right. But that rounds up the first race of our launch week here on LMU.
does. Bear with us off a sec as I fiddle around with OBS. Turn off the game and we'll see if we can get the results screen.
You shall, very hopefully, in the next couple of moments.
Let's see. There we go. In the hypercars, it was Angela Scotti from Ben Crook from Charlie Morgan, who quietly came through to P3. Jules Flint in P4, Alex Perry in P5. We saw him fighting up and down that race. Max Tarasenko P6, ahead of Jacob Hein, and Christopher Skapas in P8 ahead of Dave Wood, who in P9 ended up at the back at the start of the race, so a good fight back there. Jakob Borowick picking up a late penalty, drops to P10 ahead of Felinez Senelef and Zach Silver, who were lap down and mixing it in with the LMP2s for big chunks of that race. Unfortunate DNFs were Fukafaru, Dominic Bauer and Elliot Lewis. Do you want to do the LMP2s, Nathan?
I will do so indeed. It's Deuce Carpenter from Kevin Green in P2. Matthew Sviskin makes up your top 3. Peter Johnlek, Paul O'Grady, Benji Beams, Jeff Pike, Johnny Ashley, Paul Kingsbury, and Chris Wacker make up your top 10. In 11th and 12th, Martin Vivek, and unfortunately DNF from Van der Veen, should I say, in P12. And Ben, take us away.
Finally, the GT3s. Christian Kiesig, the fuel and tyre whisperer that is, finishes in P1 again. Liam, I sound like I'm being mean now. I'm not really meaning to. Liam Vispras in P2, ahead of pole sitter Ben Brown, who drops to P3. Chris Downing brought home the Corvette in P4 ahead of Max Farrell in P5. Harrison Webb and Matt Townsend, we saw them scrapping, finished P6 and P7 ahead of Connor Dickman, Matt Barmby, Trinket de Tass, Ilya Bespalko, Alex J. Wood, Anthony Victor Chappelle, Brian J. Anderson and Benjamin Odin. And our sole DNF in the GT3s, Dan Johansson in the Aston Martin.
Lovely stuff. And what a wonderful first race we've had for oNiD 2.0. Johnny, I'm going to jump to you if you're still with us. Apologies if we'll just let you race there, bless you. It sounded like kind of a bit of a battle. But how was that? Well, first of all, how was that race for you?
It was enjoyable, actually. I did enjoy racing around in the LMP2. I had a couple of spins, but no, it was my own fault, so there wasn't anyone to blame. I was catching. I think I could have finished 6th, so if I hadn't have bumped it off myself, we'd have had a good battle at the end, especially with Jeff Close coming in. He's catching quite quickly, and I was catching Benji, so it would be, it was good. But it was good to get back on track. It's with everything going on, I've not been on track as much as I would like. But yeah, it was good to be back, and thanks everyone who joined for the relaunch. And I hope you all like it.
Sure. I'm in love with new liveries, I must admit. The whole rebrand, I think we've done a fantastic job. It just shows that, especially with the new names as well coming into this launch race, quite a few names, actually, new names in there that we've not heard before, and hopefully we'll hear them repeated on stream on our wonderful championships that are coming up for the next week or so. We do go live.
Yes, we do have. I missed the transition there. For the championships, we will cover the rest of this week's events in a minute, but those championships have gone live. We are coming back with the LMU Hound Multiclass series on Mondays. So that's going to be our LMU main event on the first day of the week, which is always good. Tuesdays, also streamed, is going to be our Assetto Corsa night, the Racing Stronger Formula Club night, RSS Formula 4s around doing feature races, sprint races, and a variety of other fun stuff in between. And Wednesdays, also streamed, is going to be the LMU ELMS GT3 Cup. So that's going to be replacing the old Academy series, but giving us a further LMU series through the week. Thursday, we're back with AC Evo. It's coming back. It's got a weekday slot. it's going to be the Mazda MX-5s around a variety of tracks, giving us our first primetime Evo series, which is going to be awesome. And Sunday, we are doing LMU sprints with the LMP3 class. Those will be great fun. They're going to be slamming it around a variety of tracks. They are madcap racing. I know anyone who's on LMU will have done those on the dailies. So it's if you want to see what we can put on, come and give it a go. It's gonna be great fun. But sorry, go on.
That's it. Just cannot wait, especially for those Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday streams. We're going to be live for as many of them as possible, both, as we said, on Twitch and also reaching out on the YouTube as well. Any final thoughts before we dash? Any final thoughts before we go?
We do have events for the rest of this week. We do have a stream tomorrow night. Citroen C1 Cup around Knock Hill. 4 50-minute races with 2 reverse grids. Changed from the original plan where we were going to run the reverse grid as well, so we could have more people in there. So we've got a 33-car grid of tiny city cars racing around the tiny track of Knock Hill. So that's going to be chaos for everyone. And Thursday we have another social, not streamed because it's not set up for it yet, but AC Evo. We are going to be racing the Lotus Exige Cup around Road Atlanta. So that's going to be mega. So sign up for that, come and have fun and see what chaos we can get going on AC Evo.
That sounds absolutely brilliant. Cannot wait for this week. It's been a week of event launch of new livery launches, and we cannot wait to bring it all to you, including our season 5 schedule as well. With a jam-packed week, 5 days or 5 evenings, should I say, of league racing. Yeah, I think that went really well. I think we're all right, and welcome oNiD 2.0. Ben, Johnny, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for your company. Ben, thank you for the cameras as well. Any last thoughts before we head off? Anything from Ben and Johnny at all?
I mean, I barely have first thoughts, so Johnny, it's over to you.
You may or may not have me in the commentary box tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see.
Pleasure.
That'll be entertaining for everyone. Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure, so we will see you all tomorrow.
Take care till then, folks. Speak soon.